The study group that I'm in right now is Bible Study and Coffee, and it's we're studying the Psalms right now. It's on an app, so it's real easy to use and easy to refer to during the day or during any time. For me, it's really important because I grew up Catholic and we never studied the Bible ever, and I'm not even sure we had a Bible in our house. So I'm learning a lot, and I think it's great for my spiritual development.
Well, we belong to a pretty big church in State College, and we had gone there for a while, and we really didn't know very many people, and people didn't know us. So we learned like 25 years ago that small groups and study groups are the way to get to know people, also to get to know your faith and to get to know about your faith and about God. So I think they're very important to us and something we look forward to when we came here.
So on Wednesdays, I attend a men's study group led by Daniel Bledsoe. And it's a group of guys who we watch a video and really talk about life, what's happening in our life, what's happening in our families. And it's a good time to really bond with some folks who I probably wouldn't get a chance to interact with and otherwise, get good chance through the Bible studies to meet some other families, to really build out the network of folks who we sit next to every day at church and maybe otherwise wouldn't get a chance to know.
One of the studies that we did most recently had to do with Wesley. And quite honestly, although I actually became Methodist when Bob and I were married 41 years ago, still didn't have all the details of his life and his faith, and that was very enlightening to me. It kind of helped to deepen my understanding of where he came from and how we come from that. So I would say that was...
Yeah, we both enjoyed that, I believe.
I guess the one thing that I've learned is that no matter how the people in study group, when they start to open up to each other, that everybody has, no matter how put together they seem, everybody has an issue that Christ has touched on. And more importantly, you can touch on Christ and lean on Him to guide you through. So I think it's a camaraderie of this study group that I think is almost more important than what you're studying.
The one thing that catches my eye, again, the study group we were involved with does historical comparisons at the time. And the one section we were taught that at that time, a man would give a potential wife a piece of bread. She took that bread and she accepted his offer for marriage. She would take that bread and dip it in his wine and eat it. And that was a sign of that I accept you, I love you. And that just puts a whole different spin every time we go up and take that bread and dip it in the wine. And what we're really saying is, I love you in that interpretation. So I love that we learned that.